Good morning and happy Sunday, everyone. Today is another fun, wonderful Sunday and another fun, wonderful episode with me, Mr. Pluggington. And today we will be reading the Bible. Specifically, we are going to be reading John chapter 3. I would like to say in advance, I am reading this for the enjoyment of myself and for the seeking of Jesus Christ. I am not a Catholic, I am not a Christian, I am not the Orthodox, nor am I part of the Vatican. Nor am I associated with any sort of local churches or any church-based associations. Nor am I sponsored, nor am I getting paid to do this. I am simply doing this for the enjoyment of myself, to give the enjoyment to other people on the internet, and to tell a tale, and that is simply it. I apologize if I mispronounce any names, if I say any places, people, or things wrong. I will reread sections if I feel I may have misread it. Hope you all enjoy this reading of the Bible. John 3. And there was a man, a Pharisee, Nicodemus his name, a ruler of the Jews. This one came unto him by night and said to him, Rabbi, we have known that from God thou hast come, a teacher. For no one these signs is able to do that thou dost, if God may be with him. Jesus answered and said to him, Verily, verily I say to thee, if anyone may not be born from above, he is not able to see the reign of God. Nicodemus saith unto him, How is a man able to be born, being old? Is he able into the womb of his mother a second time to enter and to be born? Jesus answered, Verily, verily I say to thee, if anyone may not be born of water and the Spirit, he is not able to enter into the reign of God. That which hath been born of the flesh is flesh, and that which hath been born of the Spirit is spirit. Thou mayest not wonder that I said to thee, It behoveth you to be born from above. The Spirit where he willeth doth blow, and his voice thou dost hear, but thou hast not knowing whence he cometh, and whither he goeth. Thus is everyone who hath been born of the Spirit. Nicodemus answered and said to him, How are these things able to happen? Jesus answered and said to him, Thou art the teacher of Israel, and those things thou dost not know. Verily, verily I say to thee, what we have known we speak, and what we have seen we testify, and our testimony ye do not receive. If the earthly things I said to you, and ye do not believe, how if I shall say to you the heavenly things will you believe? And no one hath come to the heaven, except who out of the heaven come down, the Son of Man who is in the heaven. And as Moses did lift up the serpent in the wilderness, and so it behoveth the Son of Man to be lifted up, that everyone who is believing in him may not perish, may have life age during. For God did love the world, that his Son, the only begotteth, he gave that everyone who is believing in him may not perish, and may have life age during. For God did not send his Son to the world that he judge the world, but that the world may be saved through him. He who is believing in him is not judged, but he who is not believing hath been judged already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. And this is the judgment, that the light hath come to the world, and men did love the darkness rather than light, for their works were evil. For every one who is doing wicked things hateth the light, and doth not come unto the light, that he works may not be detected. But he who is doing the truth doth come to the light, that his work may be manifested, that in God they are having been wrought. Wrote? Apologies. After these things came Jesus and his disciples of the land of Judah, and there he did tarry with them, and was baptized. And John was baptized in Aenon, nigh to Salem, because there were many waters there, and they were coming and were being baptized. For John was not yet cast into the prison. There arose then a question from the disciple of John with some Jews about purifying. And they came unto John and said to him, Rabbi, he who was with thee beyond the Jordan, to whom didst testify, this one is baptizing, and all are coming unto him. John answered and said, a man is not able to receive anything, if may not have been given him from the heaven. Ye yourself do testify to me that I said, I am not the Christ, but that I am having him sent before him. He was having the bride, his bridegroom, and the friend of the bridegroom, who was standing and hearing him, with joy doth rejoice because of the voice of the bridegroom. This then may joy hath been fulfilled. Him it behoveth to increase, and me to become less. He who from above is coming above all. He who was from the earth he is, and from the earth he speaketh. He from the heaven is coming is above, and what we hath seen and heard, this he doth testify, and his testimony none receive. He who is receiving his testimony and did seal that God is true, for he whom God sent, that saying is God he speaketh. From not by measure doth God speak the Spirit. The Father doth love the Son, and all things hath given into his hand. He who is believing in the Son hath life, age during. He who is not believing the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of God doth remain upon him. John 3:3. I did notice in my videos that some issues did arrive. Ironically, certain music in the background has been copyrighted. Even more ironically, church music. So for the time being, we will be using different kinds of music for the backgrounds. I hope you all enjoyed this. We will be making sure that every Sunday is made time for, of course, the Lord. Of course, the Lord. and I hope to see you next Sunday. Until then, God be with you. Peace.